we on?
We are.
Jesus, we're on.
Sorry for the punishment, everyone.
Are we on right now?
I had no idea. No, I had no idea. Certifiable.
I had no idea. Certifiably awesome.
Well, that's very questionable. I was going to apologize to everyone for the morning torture.
No, I don't think we were on.
Between the music and your gut, I mean,
no, we weren't on.
Lord, that's not a way to start a Friday.
Have you had breakfast?
I wore my smiley shirt today because I'm trying really hard to channel my inner happy.
So when I see the smiley face,
you know that it's
something's
bullshit.
Up. Oh, is that what it? Okay.
You know that I'm just trying to
So something's up then. All right.
Well, a little bit. Yeah. I mean, of course there is. There's always something that's driving me crazy, pissing me off, or bugging me.
It looks like we successfully fooled Judy because she says you were on.
Yeah.
Judy, we know we were on.
She knows that you were on. She just knows that you're way off.
Fly the Wall.
I know she supports me in that statement.
Of course.
Yeah, she changed you were on with the gag me face.
We are is that what it was? Is that what the gag? No. Kristen's given love. Yeah. Kristen is given love.
Well, Kristen's certifiable too.
All right. We're live on Facebook. We're live on YouTube. We're streamed everywhere you get your podcast. She knows
I love her.
Make sure you check out airedout.vt.com. Roger Hill is saying 36 degrees right now. What is he saying? A little bit of sun, some clouds coming in this afternoon, 43 degrees across central Vermont. Tonight, 28. Let's see, clouds, kind of boring. And then Saturday, tomorrow, some clouds in the morning. Mainly sunny for the afternoon, 42. That's not bad. Sunday, Easter Sunday, final day of the month, 31st. 45 degrees, clouds, and sun for Easter.
Mm-hmm.
Lily had some really concerning questions this morning about well, just the Easter Bunny and how that's all going to work with the snow on the ground in the backyard, and will he come, and will we be able to track him? It could be a her. We don't know. Easter Bunny. But, is the Easter Bunny non-binary, do you think?
Yeah, probably.
Okay. Speaking of the Easter Bunny, Christian Cell, and I saw, John sent me a note. Why don't you tell this?
He just wants to see the bunny.
Right.
There's no bunny. There's no bunny anywhere because you can't have the bunny.
Right.
No Santa, no bunny, no. Let's just take all the joy out of everything. Yeah. If you don't want to go see the bunny, don't go see the damn bunny.
Oh!
If you don't want to listen to this podcast, don't listen to this damn podcast. We all have choices in life. But don't steal the joy from somebody else just because it's not something that you want to recognize.
I'm going to say something.
And kids, adults, anybody, we can learn the entire story and still have an Easter Bunny. You can still know and understand and be taught the meaning of Easter.
Sure. Lily does.
It pisses me off to no end. One way or another, Christian is going to see the Easter Bunny. Okay. That I can promise.
I have to say something. What you just said is exactly how I felt about the daddy-daughter dance.
I know.
Don't steal something. Don't cancel something. This cancel culture kills me. Don't cancel something just because you have a problem. You want to add something onto it? Add something onto it.
Right. Do your own thing. No one said you have to participate.
Where's my amlodipine?
No one said that you have to bring your kids to see the Easter Bunny. Don't.
Do you have my bottle of amlodipine?
I don't.
Where is it?
I have no idea. It's so annoying to me. And, especially when we start talking about things like 16 and 17-year-olds voting.
Well, see, you're okay.
It all is tied in.
I gotta get
It's
out of here.
all tied in for me. It's all about, making these kids put all this shit on their shoulders that adults should have on their shoulders, stealing all their joy, just trying to involve them constantly in an adult world that they don't need to be that engaged in yet. At 16 and 17, you want them to start maybe getting part-time jobs, learning responsibility, how to save money. Moms and dads should be teaching how to cook, clean, do laundry. Those are the sorts of things that you want to educate your kids with and get them ready for the future.
Yeah.
But the rest of it, come on.
Shut up. I think that's what. Why don't you just get a sweatshirt that says "Just shut up"? Because there's so many of us that we just need to stop and just let it be what it is and stop
It's
trying
sad.
to paddle
It's
against
sad
the stream.
that we constantly it just constantly, why lie to children about it? Why not?
Yeah.
Why not let them have a little bit of joy and fairy tale in their life?
Wonder.
And wonder.
Yeah.
And to have something to believe in.
That's exactly
and
how I
to
feel.
have the excitement, and why not bring
Yeah.
that joy to them
Sure.
for the very little time that you can.
That they are kids.
There is such little time that you can, and you can bring that joy while teaching the true meanings, teaching the spirit of all of that.
Yeah. Spot on. 100% agree.
It just,
Totally.
it's annoying
Yeah.
to me.
Hey.
One way or another, he's going to see the Easter Bunny.
Good.
Even if I have to dress up as the Easter Bunny myself.
Christian Zell is such a sweet kid. I mean, and the whole family, John and Wendy. I mean, everybody. Tyler Whittemore is on the birthday list today. Robin Cates, Sarah Milligan, Reba Smith, Kyle Chadwick, Timmy Mello, Buffer Como. Happy birthday, Buffer. John Edson is on the list today. Wow. Is it that John Edson? I don't know.
I don't know.
Well, there's John and then there's Joe, right? Yeah. Don't know if are they brothers? We don't know. Who the hell? I'm making shit up right now. Lisa Gagne,
I'm not surprised.
Dennis Lyons, Missy Williams.
I know
Missy
Dennis,
Williams.
And I know Dennis. Happy birthday, Dennis.
Happy birthday, Missy. Happy birthday, Nicole Barito. Gabe Garcia is on the list today at 33. Bonnie Holbrook, what a great lady. I love her. Happy birthday, Bonnie. What the hell is going on?
They're
out there?
removing dirt.
What's going on, Raylene?
They're removing dirt. Hey, listen, I heard you bitching about it just a week ago that you wanted it done.
There they are, right
Here
behind
they
you.
are. They're picking up the dirt.
Oh my God, is that the? Oh, that's not the sweeper.
No.
That's the bucket.
That's the bucket.
So this means I can get the motorcycle out.
They're out here working. No, you should not get the motorcycle out until the frost heaves and potholes are dealt with. It's dangerous. There's still too much dirt, salt, sand, all that shit in the road, and way too many frost heaves.
Yeah, but you can catch some wicked air.
I don't care.
Off of some of those frost
You can
heaves.
catch some wicked time right in the ER too.
Raylene, at some point this morning, I'm gonna call, and I don't know if he's gonna answer, but we're gonna call my buddy Newton. You know,
I love Newt.
Newt
I
is
haven't seen Newt in a while.
Newt is kind of batshit. You know that.
Well, he's friends with you.
So Newton is doing something this morning that I'm going to wait until we connect, and this is going to shock you.
Okay.
But we're going to call him live while he's right in the middle of it. But
Let's
we're throwing love.
let's do that. I'm excited to do that.
Let's throw love.
In the meantime, let's throw some love at this week's winner of the dirtiest car.
Oh, stop it.
We have Aaron McGuire this morning. I posted it right up there, his filthy truck. We've got chainsaws and everything going back here. Like, holy shit.
No, it's not a chainsaw. It's a
Leaf blower?
It's a leaf. It's
There
a
we
leaf
go.
blower.
Like, holy cow, look at all this stuff going on behind me. The city hard at work.
Should I go out there? And
We
yell
love
at,
them.
Should I go yell at those guys?
No.
Will you guys knock it off?
No.
Quiet down.
But anyways, congratulations to Aaron McGuire this week for having the dirtiest car. So that is week number 8. So we have just 2 to go.
Okay, I want to show Aaron's truck here. Ooh.
Hillary says that you can't hear it on air.
She heard that. Aaron, at least Aaron's got a truck. I don't know. Is it wrong of me to say if you have a truck, it's more acceptable that it gets dirty than a car? I don't know. I mean, are you supposed to have a squeaky clean truck? I think Aaron would say no.
It depends on who you are. Some people, I know, John Dupree.
Oh,
He's always cleaning that truck up and waxing it all up, shining it all up. Always pristine.
Yeah.
All of his rigs.
Speaking of Dupree's, got this slick mug from Dupree's Towing. I got to show this to you. You ready
Okay.
for this? Look at this.
I have not seen it.
Isn't that nice?
Very. Love it.
That. I just love it. I just love it.
Very nice.
So, Dupree and I are working on a little ad campaign, if you will.
Perfect.
But anyway,
Dupree's Towing.
you know what he said to me this
I
morning?
love that. He's a great guy.
I love
he
him.
does a lot with law enforcement too.
Yeah.
They call on him a lot.
Yep.
One, because of his expertise, but 2, I think that they call on him a lot because of the fact that he is very respectful of what he's doing.
Mm-hmm.
He doesn't slap it all over Facebook immediately.
Sure.
The day after, he may, post something about an event that he was a part of, but he doesn't. He's just really respectful of what he's doing, and I think that is very much appreciated when it comes to what he does.
The look on his face when I roll in there and he puts my car on the lift, I get 2 looks from him. When it goes up under the lift and he looks underneath it, I watch him. I don't look at the car because I don't know what's going on. I don't understand. But I look at him. I look at his face, and this is what I see. And I'm like, oh shit.
Cha-ching,
And
cha-ching.
then he'll look in the back of my car, and he'll do a double take. He'll be like
Then he
this.
gags.
He'll be like this, and then he'll go, dude, really? I mean, I got old pizza back there. Like, actually, like
I know.
not a pizza box. The pizza.
I know.
Like
I know.
quarter of a... I forgot that it was there, Raylene.
Uh-huh.
And, here's the thing. And I know there's plenty of people that would agree with me. It's still good. It's still good. You just eat
JD,
it. Cold pizza.
for real.
There's a little bit of dust
For
on
real.
it. Who cares? It's still good.
Oh, my God.
Wait, what's going on in the news, Raylene? Is there anything? I mean, I see...
Well, there's all kinds of things going on in the news. We know that... I know the noise, right? Everybody else can't hear it. JD is dying laughing right now because of this noise. It's all right. You're the one that's more disturbing to me than they are.
Because I got the headphones in.
So yesterday, Bergamot and Namor testified in front of the Vermont legislature.
Yep.
And on behalf of all of small business, or the day before. And they did a kick-ass job.
The day before,
and
yeah.
The day before. And, I mean, they just did a kick-ass job. They really represented small business, and it comes from Vermont born,
Sure.
literal, her and her husband, and it just this really grassroots business that has done really well, and a business that constantly is giving back to the community.
Right.
They do all they can already.
But
and
is Vermont
the state is asking them to bleed themselves dry even more.
with more taxes?
Yeah.
Small businesses taking it in the ass.
Big time.
And I'm just not sure how much more small businesses can take. I ask you.
I'm not sure how much more people can take.
I'll
it's
ask
just
you,
out of control.
I know, and I'll ask all our listeners right now. Is Vermont a small business friendly state?
No.
Because I remember those words being used connected to Vermont in an ad campaign back in the let's see, it was when I was working at WDEV, so it was probably in the 90s, late 90s, and maybe early 2000s.
You're going to make
Vermont,
me say things.
the small business friendly state.
At one point it was. I'm sure it was at one point until people moved here from bigger places and are missing the things that they moved from. And I really think that they would love this to be a big business instead of a small business state.
Yeah.
But it's not who we are. It's not what we are. It's not.
I've heard
You
people,
can bring them here. They're going to fail. And we're
Right.
just going to have a bunch of defunct, empty, big buildings like the Panera Bread place, or all these places all over the place that are no longer in existence. We know now that like all of the JCPenney closed, all of the Sears went out, and it just doesn't work here. It's not what we do. It's not what we're about. And I think because we are so close-knit, we do try our best to do what we can local. Like when we say shop local, we mean it.
Yeah.
I think that we try really hard as
Sure.
a community to make sure that we're supporting each other. And that doesn't mean that we don't ever shop at those places or that we never would. But there's a place that they belong and there's a place that they don't. And I think that, yes, we do need some bigger anchor stores.
Sure.
But we can't snuff out the little guy. And I thought we learned that during COVID.
Right.
When we were depending on our road stand farmers that were putting food out for us to still eat. And, when we were all helping each other through that time when things weren't open and things were shut down. And I thought we learned all of that, but I guess not.
Jen Lawrence just wrote, not even close. That's why so many businesses are closing or barely getting by. Look at all the larger businesses that have moved out.
Yeah.
Heather just says, I haven't been into Walmart in over a year. I stay right on Main Street. Yeah. It's just, and I've heard, that it's blaming on the Flatlanders coming up here and getting involved in politics and buying property and blah, blah, blah. It's so much more than that, though. It's so much more than that. This state needs to, the legislators, there's a progressive dominance that is trying so hard to.
I need to get the list and run down the list and find out how many are true Vermonters and how many have lived here 5 years or less.
Okay, so your list that you your list that I got and from others too of progressives in central Vermont. I don't know of maybe one, but other than that, I don't recognize anyone on that list that is a longtime Vermonter. I just don't.
No.
I just don't.
You mean the list I gave you of the local community members that hate our guts?
Also known as Barry Values? Yes.
Yeah, I mean.
Yeah. I can't think of any. There's no name that's jumping out at me as a long-term Vermonter.
No, like maybe 3 or 4.
Yeah,
That's it.
Well, that's more than what I saw, but you would know better than me. But anyway, yeah. I see the troopers charged in the beanbag shooting incident have been referred to restorative justice.
Yes,
so
they have. Which, I mean, restorative justice just means that it allows people to take responsibility for their actions.
Yep.
The victim has to agree to that.
Yeah.
So more than likely, they did. It was a misdemeanor case, and hopefully it'll allow the, as was said in the case, the victim and the police to communicate and them to understand his situation a little more as well. I think he was an elderly man or an older gentleman, maybe with some troubles, mental health and physical, as well.
Complicated.
It is. That's a super complicated subject. It's super tough because you want to, or I want to support law enforcement as much as I can, and I think that they get as much training as they possibly can with the money that they're allowed to have to train with. Everything always comes down to money, and we know that the same party that we were just talking about is always trying to defund them.
Sure.
So
Well,
that's a touchy situation, I'm sure, and I'm happy that the willingness by both sides, the victim and the police officers, that this is something that yes, were willing to do. They were like stepping up and ready, and that the victim and his family were willing to understand that, but for them, they were doing what they thought was best by using non-lethal measures. Yeah.
We have 2 migrants found dead in the woods in Clinton County. I haven't read this story, but I guess one of the K-9 units located these 2 individuals who were both men trying to get across the border. Got lost in the woods. Whatever. I mean, it's it's too bad. It's too bad. It's too bad on many, 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 many levels that this stuff is going on. That people are so miserable elsewhere and risking their lives to come here.
Bigger in the news is the Apple AirTags. I have
huge.
That whole thing really creeps me out.
Crazy.
I will tell you. When I actually sent Sherilyn a link not too long ago, maybe a year ago now, about the Apple AirTag, because I learned at that point that people were using them on vacation when they would take their, the family, they're going to go to Disney. Yeah. And so each of the kids had an Apple AirTag on just in case.
Or they put it in the luggage.
I just thought that was a really cool idea. You never know.
Sure.
Okay, if they wander off a second, whatever, or something worse happened, that you would know where they were. And I thought it was just such a cool idea. But of course, cool turns to cruel, and just like everything else, it seems. And they're using them for ridiculous purposes.
Some drug trafficking.
Using drug trafficking, stalking.
Theft.
Relationships where one is stalking the other, or previous relationships, which could get into a whole domestic abuse situation, which we spoke about on Monday. And then the thefts of cars that are currently, there are people that have traveled to Montreal, have come back to the area, and noticing these AirTags on their car because they They sell the cars to Africa and Russia mostly, and they get loaded onto barges in the middle of the night and leave the country.
Wouldn't Apple have thought of this long ago, though? I mean, I understand the concept of it. You know, I've got the thing on my keys. You know, you lose your keys, it pairs to your phone. You lose your phone. You know, your keys will tell you where your phone is. Your phone will tell you where your keys are. I get all of that, but
it's another danger of progression, and I always say that you hear me say it all the time. Sometimes we got to take a few steps back to go forward, because sometimes the forward steps aren't the most, aren't the smartest steps to take.
Sure.
And in this case, I think they should. And of course, they'll ban them. They'll get rid of them, but somebody else will make them, produce them. Now there'll probably be cheaper forms of them that you can get, even though, it's only $43 for an Apple AirTag, I was told. And then somebody said, well, you got to have an Apple product. You can get an Apple iPad for reasonable.
Sure.
You can go up to Walmart and buy an iPhone for reasonable. You don't have to buy this service plan. As long as you have internet access, it works.
Right.
So
there's that other one too.
Scary.
I can't think what the brand name is on the other one. It's not Apple. It came out as a couple of years ago, and I bought two of them. I can't remember what they're called, but it's a similar thing, but it's just not Apple.
That's scary.
Shout out this morning to the Chamber of Commerce. 27 new members in 2023, which is amazing. Thousands of dollars that have been put together and distributed to 26 local businesses impacted by the flood last summer. Networking opportunities and mixers and the Calcutta. The golf tournament is going to be coming up in May. Their casino night was huge. The St. Patrick's Day breakfast was huge. They got the Athena Leadership Awards every fall. We love having them as a sponsor. Just a small taste of what the Central Vermont Chamber of Commerce is all about. If you're interested, centralvt.com. Get on their website, read about all of the benefits of being a member, or give them a jingle at 229-5711.
And we have to give a shout out or an announcement about a couple of other of our sponsors.
Sure, please.
So Yipes is closed starting today. So now through the 5th, and they'll reopen on the 8th.
Okay.
So they are on vacation, taking a much needed break. They've been slamming.
Oh, yeah.
So much going on, even like with the Eclipse shirts and all the different things. They've just been out straight, and they're taking a little break, the entire staff. So, they're on vacation. They'll reopen on April 8th. And then this weekend, it's going to be quite the weekend in Williamstown. So the Dirty Looks Band,
yes,
90 Proof, are going to be in town. And what it is the two, and I'm not surprised about this, and I said two amazing businesses have teamed up to support a local family and friend. So tonight at the pub, starting at 8 p.m., you can see the Dirty Looks Band. There's a $5 cover. That cover will go to Chris Hood and his family to benefit Chris Hood. And tomorrow night at 8 p.m., you can go to the Den and see 90 Proof, where also there'll be a $5 cover, and that cover too will go to Chris Hood. So it's two great businesses, two incredible bands, and teamed up to make this happen for Chris and his family.
Wow.
So super happy for them. Much thanks to them for teaming up and doing such a thing. And that's what I love about here.
Yep.
You know, I just love that. Where else would you, a business a quarter mile down the road, less than a quarter mile down the road, say, hey, let's team up together, figure out what we can do for this family, and
That's badass.
Make it happen. It is
badass
because they're very similar businesses. They're definitely not the same, but they're very similar. And the fact that they would work that out
Do
together
that,
is
yeah.
just impressive.
It's so great. It's so great. I want to show I want to show something on the monitor here if I can. I'm trying to get it. Here it is. The Veterans Place has their second annual bottle drive coming up on May 4th at Kenyon's Hardware on North Main Street in Northfield. The drop-off is from 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. It's right there. 100% of the donations going to go to the care of our nation's heroes that live at the Veterans Place in Northfield.
And on the heels of that, so on the 9th of April, I will be sitting down with the veteran, Jerry is his name, on the 9th at noon. I will be sitting down with Jerry. He is the veteran and resident at the Veterans Place currently that has recently found an apartment for him and his 8-year-old son.
Love it.
The community has really rallied around him, come out in a big way to get him and his son whatever they need. And he's going to come in, sit down, talk with us, tell us a little bit about himself, how he ended up at the Veterans Place. And
He's going to come and sit with us?
Yeah.
Beautiful.
Yep. He'll be on It's No Secret on
beautiful.
the 9th of April at noon. So I'm really looking forward to sitting down and talking with him.
That makes me feel so good.
Yeah, me too.
I love it.
Me too.
I
My
hope
car is chock full of stuff for him. So, yeah, I'm really looking forward to meeting him.
I hope I get to meet him.
Yeah, well, I'm pretty sure you'll end up being here.
It's a Tuesday.
It's a Tuesday.
The 9th.
Yes, Tuesday the 9th. We have a lot of people coming in. So we have also we have, let's see, Gabe.
Oh, yes.
Gabe Cole.
Yep.
Coming from the source. We have Mark Poulin and Brett Meyer from the Washington County Sheriff's Department.
What are they
that will be
coming in for?
You never know what's up with those two boys. They're always some sort of shenanigans. But we know that it's almost summer, so they'll have a couple of missions going on, I guess is what I'll call them, because I don't know what else to call them, but initiatives, that's a better word.
Okay.
But seatbelts, DUI, different things like that are going on. And, they do the, I think they do the bike helmets and the car seat safety stuff. And they're always involved in some sort of stuff.
Yep.
So, and Brett's at the courthouse now. Brett is a new team member for the treatment court, Washington County Treatment Court. So he's there in court and at the courthouse, and really great guy to add.
We've had both of them on the air before.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I love it. I love it. This little girl, I'm trying to find her. She won the spelling bee.
Yes, from Lindenville or Danville.
Yes.
It's right on the page.
Here it is, right here. Phoenix Lewell, 12 years old, from Riverside School in Lindenville.
Yeah.
The little bow tie on.
I know.
Smart freaking kid right there.
I know. She took it away.
I say to Phoenix right now, please, if you could help me spell necessary, I still can't spell necessary. Is it 2 C's, 3 C's, 1 S, 2 S? I don't know. I still don't know. I'm serious. I can't spell necessary.
What were we? I was just talking with somebody the other day, and they said, how they still say things like wed, nest day, and things like that to remember how to spell certain things.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Vermont Motorsports Expo's going on this weekend.
Mm-hmm.
Actually starts at 7 o'clock tonight, but it's going to be a busy day there tomorrow.
Yes.
Get up to the BOR and just see all of your favorite drivers, their cars, their paint schemes, their sponsors. Give some love to them. Get up there, make sure your phone is charged up so that you can take plenty of pictures. It's going to be amazing. Let's see, 5 people held at gunpoint in a Newport home. I read this story last night about this David Perry dude. And then I guess he got in his car and with some of them and drove away, and they stopped him on some road up there, and it was a high risk vehicle traffic stop, and they got him without incident.
Without incident.
How scary! Holy shit! Do we know anything more about that story? Like what that was?
I do not.
Jesus, that's crazy shit going on in our state. We got the progressives taking aim at the newly appointed education secretary. Yeah,
I'm happy she's here.
She's from Florida. She knows her stuff.
She does know her stuff.
And she comes up here, and the progressives are after her for whatever reasons. And Governor Scott is embarrassed and disappointed.
Me too. Because that's not how we act generally.
Vermont lawmakers deliberate over a proposed $8.6 billion budget.
We couldn't agree more, Oli. Oli says, "Yipes, those are my people. They're headed to Hawaii for a vacation. My son, Buddha, and their son are besties." Val really goes above and beyond to make sure companies are happy with prints, signage, and decals, graphics of all kinds. Boy, is she not kidding.
Yeah.
We love them
Of
down
course
there.
we do.
They
Of
do
course we
so
do.
much stuff for us and this community.
Let's talk about yesterday. The Vermont House gave approval, a 104 to 39 vote to their $8.6 billion budget, Raylene. $8.6 billion budget.
So
I know.
we're still talking about the same shit.
Where can we get the Stream Deck working so that I can get my crickets sound effect?
Yeah, billion. That's right, Glenn. Billion. Did he say million? I wasn't
No, I
listening.
didn't. I didn't say million. $8.6
Billion.
billion
Yeah.
budget.
Yep.
Let's see. This will be funded by creating and increasing taxes, Glenn. Like a new tax on people who make over $500,000, increasing corporate tax, and the property tax, among others. Yep. But let's cut the sports programs out of schools. Yeah. Let's
And
let's
the
snip that.
SROs.
Yeah,
And
right.
the things that matter. Yeah. Let's not give the administration less money. Let's cut.
The bill,
and fearmonger so that people
fearmonger,
accept budgets that they shouldn't accept.
The bill is gonna receive final approval today, and then it will head to the Senate. Yeah, that's a tiny little state for $8.6 billion, Raylene. Just saying. What else is going on?
Get to the polls, people.
Yeah,
Get
exactly.
to the polls.
We have a construction flagger that was hit by a car in Bridport. Do we know? Is this guy
Yeah,
all
that's
right?
disgusting. He is okay.
Taken
People
to the
need
hospital.
to slow to frick down.
Did
pay
you say
attention.
frick? Did you say frick?
I did. It pisses me off.
Don't say frick. Say fuck.
Well,
Slow the
people
fuck down.
They do. And they need to be careful. Think about that being your family out there beside the road like that. It's just they have talked about installing cameras just in construction zones so that they can nab speeders.
Yeah.
I'm all for that.
So am I.
All for
That's
them.
like a no-brainer. It's a no-brainer. Abdomen and leg injuries. This guy, Connor Joy, 30 years old, who was hit. I hope he's all right.
He is. He's still in the hospital, but he is he's on the mend. They report this morning, but
Hit
good
by a guy
Lord,
driving
they're so lucky.
Hit by a guy driving a Dodge Ram truck. He's lucky. Yeah, so lucky to be alive. Oh, God, that's crazy. The other stuff buzzing in the news, we have the suspicious house fires in 2019 leading to an arrest in Newport. We have Bernie Sanders talking about affordable housing. Met with some older Vermonters to address that. I'm curious to know what they said. We have maybe a little bit of snow coming next week. Is it a storm? Are they calling it a storm?
They say that it's possible. Hopefully, it'll all just stay right in the mountains, and we won't worry about any of that crap. But it's spring in Vermont, and it happens. And Easter, as we've said over and over, it's not out of the question to see snow in Easter.
Yeah.
And I mean, my brother died on Easter, which was April 12th. But this year, Easter is on March 31st. So we got a ways to go.
Yeah. Yeah.
Weeks yet.
Easter's funky. Not only the loss of your brother, I don't know, man. Some weird things have happened in my life too, right around Easter, which I'm not going to talk about on the air. But and look at little Maddie Bain on Easter.
Yeah, who is thriving. That little girl is something else. I've seen her a couple of times out and about, and of course, we all know her grandparents that are right down here, the Baileys, at McLeod's, and an incredible family, an incredible little girl who certainly kicked some serious butt. I mean, she just did.
It was Easter. I think it was Easter morning that she had a brain aneurysm. And she was like 9 years old, 8 or 9.
She was young,
and was just not really supposed to make it.
No, I love to see pictures of her and her sister, and just it's great to see for sure.
They came in here one time.
They did. Maddie did not want to do the whole on-air thing, but she did sit and have a great conversation with us.
Who did we have on the air?
Her, Caitlin.
Yes.
And so, great family, great story, and I'm so happy that things turned out the way they did.
We have 5 kids from the Northfield Junior Rifle Club that are going to compete at the Junior Olympics in Colorado.
Yeah.
And this is just such a great story. The kids that age, I think, is fantastic.
Being kids. Yeah, kids being kids.
I just love hearing about this.
Me too.
I'm so proud.
Me too.
I don't even care how they do when they get there. I should, but I'm just proud that they got that far.
Me too. It's awesome. Then we have this 105-year-old guy from Fort Worth, Texas. 105-year-old eclipse chaser has witnessed 12 solar eclipses in his life.
Yeah.
And he's ready to watch his 13th on April 8th. It all started in 1963 when Lawrence Beiser packed up his bags and headed for Maine to witness his first eclipse. 6 decades later, his love for this rare celestial event has taken him places he'd never visited before. And he's been taking photos of them ever since. I just think, the fact that he's 105, my God.
Yeah.
And that he gets to do this yet again, because I'm sure each time you think to yourself, I'll never see that again.
Right.
And, but you do.
Yeah.
So,
So great. I love stories like that. I love it.
I think it's super cool.
We have, NCAA women's basketball Sweet 16 tipping off today. Men's Sweet 16 will continue.
The Sox won last night.
The Red Sox won last night. Yes. Can't remember who it was that they took on. Here.
Mariners? I don't remember.
Is that who it was? Yeah, they beat the Mariners. Yeah. Seattle. In Seattle for opening day. So, Tyler O'Neill got some home runs. Rafael Devers, Alex Cora. Yeah, starting out strong. Red Sox. Thank you for posting the video of that volcano erupting in Iceland, by the way.
Did you watch
fantastic.
it? I watched it a few times with the Northern Lights and stuff. It was absolutely incredible.
Has Glenn seen this? Do we know?
I don't know.
Here, we'll show it here.
You're going to show it?
Yeah.
And then we'll probably have to make sure you cue Connor up, too.
Yeah. Look at that. Isn't that... Look at that. See, I would be like, Raylene, hand me my sunglasses. I'm going in. I'm so fascinated. Look at that.
The Northern Lights behind it, too. I mean,
That
it's
is
beautiful.
amazing. Amazing.
Frightening, but beautiful at the same time.
It really is. I mean, that's what's happening to my blood pressure when you start talking about property taxes going up. Right there. That's what's going on in my veins. That's what happens, man. That is so freaking amazing. Holy crap.
Yeah.
I love it. Thank you for posting that.
Barb loves your hair today.
Does she?
Yeah. I think she's being sincere. Do you think she's not being facetious? Because Barb would never
I don't know.
be that way.
I don't know about Do you think Barb is flirting with me a little bit? Do you think she's trying to move in?
Well, you
Get
never
some of
know.
this?
You never know.
You think she wants some of this, Raylene?
Oh yes, I'm sure she's just dying for that. Oh my God.
Yes. Also, cool video about the giraffe being born. Showed that to Lily.
That is cool.
Yeah.
Can you believe how long they're pregnant?
Yeah.
476 days of being pregnant. Oh my God.
A message to the giraffes. It's a good thing that you can handle that because female human beings, that couldn't go 400 days.
Joe, you better delete that comment quick or you're going to be ousted from FB again.
Guns out, JD. Guns out.
Yeah, because you better delete it quick.
Oh, yes. That's right.
You said the G word. I'm serious.
Seriously. Take it off, Joe.
Yeah, we've gotten nailed for using the G word.
You're gonna
JD
get
has
shut
resorted
down.
to saying pew pew now instead of the G word.
With Michael Booten. You better shut it down, Joe.
Exactly.
Because
Do
they're
not
going to
say
shut
the
you
G
down.
word.
They're going to shut you down.
Delete that comment.
Mark's listening. Let's see.
So crazy.
Divided Barry board has new budget after Booten breaks tie. Talk to me. I mean, we don't really get into politics too much, but please, this is local news. It's in the Times-Argus. I mean, this is legit. Talk to me. What happened? What is this all about? Should we call Michael?
You can try. Actually, he may be available. He had some stuff that he had to do this morning, but he may be available for a minute. It's a shitty budget, but he's in a shitty situation, and he asked for compromise. He was certainly hoping for compromise, but the changes in the board have really not helped a whole lot because the constant conflict and the unwillingness to move forward and work as a team for the children still isn't happening. A 6-hour meeting the other night, and most of it is because people are being childish and it's a shit show, and it's just crazy. I can't even imagine having that seat.
Yeah.
He said he did not want to be the tiebreaker. He wanted the board to compromise and to come up with for consensus. That's all he wanted, and they couldn't even do that. It's just ludicrous. They spend too much time arguing about stupid shit.
It is a
instead
shit
of doing
show.
what they need to do.
It really is a shit show.
It really is, and it's disgusting because it should be about the kids and it should be about education, and that is it. And the rest of this political crap should just
Exactly.
not be happening.
Nice ad for Nelson's Ace Hardware, which is right behind you. My God, all you have to do is look just to your left. And
I
there
used
it
to
is.
do this with my kids at spring break. That's what we used to do. We used to go get all our seeds and do the prep part of it.
Yep.
We used to put them in egg cartons and start their stuff, and
Yep.
it's what we used to do during spring
Egg
break
cartons.
when they were little.
I forgot about the egg cartons. Yes.
Yeah, you see, or you can use eggs as well. Eggshells are a great starter for seeds, and then you can put the whole shell right into the ground. And it the eggshells actually help, and so it's a really cool idea.
Yeah. So yeah, like you said, get the kids over there. Get a couple of things, some whatever, cucumbers, carrots, whatever. And,
seed starters.
and
Get them
go do
and get
that.
them for yourself. Get your stuff started. Now's the time
okay.
to start your stuff.
I'm going to do
And
that this weekend.
You don't put it in the ground until
I don't
May,
know. Who the hell knows?
like late
Well, it's supposed
May,
to be what?
after
Memorial
Day.
Yeah.
But you start them now.
I'm just looking
And
at
they have
this.
everything over there. The fertilizer, the dirt, the seeds, the little shovels and rakes and you name it, they have it to start your garden.
Here's the here's that post that you put up about watching next week for snow. Potentially a lot of snow in the mountains and perhaps in the valleys.
Yeah.
Early timeline is Wednesday into Thursday, so winter isn't done yet.
Ugh. Don't even want to hear it. Open house. Check out the amazing turf at the Berry City BOR.
Yeah.
Saturday, April 6th from 11 to 1. Make sure you really make the time to go up and check it out and do that. It's going to be a great space that people can walk. They've talked about making it, making it an open space for people to do laps. Right now, where do you go? You go to the mall, maybe, but it would be a really great, safe place for that. They've talked about maybe that happening, but soccer, baseball, just all kinds of things that you can enjoy inside on the turf.
Yeah. Nice that you have the egg hunts. I want to make sure we talk about them.
Oh, yes, they're all up there. Not today yet.
Yeah.
I'm posting them all again today because it's a lot, but
tomorrow, 10 a.m. sharp. And by God, don't be late. Because I'm telling you, the cap gun goes off right at 10 o'clock. Mm-hmm. Maybe even 9:59. But over at Berry City Elementary School. They say be at the park no later than 9:45. I say be there like 9:15 at the latest. This is for ages 3 through 10. They have free baskets while supplies last, and they've got thousands of eggs. Have you ever seen the kids run into the woods?
God,
and do
Jess,
that?
I used to bring my kids every year.
Crazy.
It's crazy. Yeah,
Crazy.
like get out of the way. That's all I've got to say
God.
because
Yes.
they'll run you over.
What
Are you
else?
going?
We're not going to go this year. We have been in the past though, and we love it.
And then Saturday, also tomorrow, 10 a.m., the Easter egg hunt in Williamstown will take place.
Okay.
There's been a little change. It's going to take place over at the Public Safety Building. So at 10 a.m. tomorrow,
All right.
Williamstown. They will also host theirs. There's one at the Faith Community Church. There's a couple in Montpelier, one at Hubbard Park.
Okay.
The one at Hubbard Park is really cool as well. Just saying, it's a lot of fun.
I did go. We did go to the Hubbard Park one time.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun.
I'll never forget that lady with her white pants on and white sneakers. I'll never forget that at Hubbard Park. It
Was she
amazing.
a little muddy?
A little bit.
By the time she left?
I think she had. I'm pretty sure she had a white down coat on too.
Oh my gosh!
It just doesn't.
What was she thinking?
It's mud. She wasn't. Probably from Jersey.
Oh my good gracious Lord!
Connor's motivational morning this morning. Here he is, right here. You ready?
I'm
Are
ready.
you sitting down?
I am.
Go, baby.
Guys, happy motivational morning. It's the very good Connor. And I want to tell you guys, I'm motivational cool. Struggles and hardship are a part of the journey to success. You need to go through hard times to appreciate the good in life. When in doubt or coming close to giving up, remember that you are a step closer than yesterday. There are no such things as mistakes. Only blessings and lessons. Keep going. Bye. Have a good day, Michigan. Everybody, that's a Hugs and Loves.
There he is, Connor. 11 years old. I wish I could have done that when I was 11 years old.
I know.
Just love that kid. Linda said, wishing Stephanie a Berry City rec director.
Yes, a happy retirement.
Yeah, tomorrow's going to be her last egg hunt after 36
I know.
years.
I know.
God,
She's been around for a long time.
I didn't think that she'd been
She doesn't
driving.
even. She doesn't look old enough to be there that long, does she?
Damn, no.
She's done a lot for the community. So a big thank you to her. Also retiring is Jeff Bergeron.
Yes.
He's retiring from the city as well. So
my God.
happy retirement to both of them. Wishing
Yeah.
them well and whatever it is that they're going to do. And
Yeah. Good people.
yeah, absolutely.
Good people. I'm going to see if we can reach my friend Newton here before we
good.
Before we head out. I know
Yes, let's talk to Newton.
it's a Friday morning. Listen, when it comes to Newton, you really truly never know what he's up to. I mean, he'll surprise you every time. Good morning, buddy. How are you?
Hey, how are you, man?
Hey, you're live on Aired Out. Can you please explain to us what in the hell it is that you're doing right now?
Well, if I was a sane man, I probably wouldn't. So, being slightly insane, I'll try to give you the best synopsis I can. I'm going to pull over here because, doing this while I'm driving is probably not a good idea.
oh,
Anyway.
goodness.
What are you guys doing?
Well, we're asking you what the hell it is that you're doing. That's what we're
Well-
doing. What are you doing?
I am just driving I'm driving my 1931 Model A Ford. So what that makes it like, I don't know. Most of mine are 28s and they're 95 or so years old. I don't know. What is this, like 31 would be a 93-year-old car, something like that.
Uh-huh.
Quick math behind the wheel anyway. So I'm driving this from northern Vermont to West Virginia and just touring around a little bit. Gonna hit a couple of sites down there and then come back.
You're not going out on the interstate, are you, Newt?
Some of the way I will, and some of the way I will get on to
You're not
some
going to piss
back roads.
anybody off then.
No, the beauty of the interstate is that there's multiple lanes.
Right.
And so it's even better than the back roads in some ways because people can easily go around you.
Right. So you just stay in the get the fuck out of the way lane.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. I
Yeah.
stay over to the right.
Yep.
And the vast majority of people, when they go by, they give you the thumbs up, they beep their horn, they wave. They're totally happy with it. Once in a while, you get some jerk. I have definitely had somebody give me the finger on Route 100 before because I was doing 50 and he wanted to go faster.
Yeah.
Whatever. You can't please everybody, and they can, if they don't like it, well, that's their problem.
You know, why though? I mean, this is the big question. You always get an interesting answer from Newt. Why are you driving a 1931 Model A, leaving Vermont this morning and headed to West Virginia? Why?
Well, the main reason is to prove to myself that I can do it. Oh my God! I love it.
Okay, then.
I gotta get you a cowbell, dude.
Oh yeah.
Ding, ding, ding. So, in order to do this, I finally shut the car off. Sorry.
Oh shit.
No, that's all right, man. It's good. Most people would think I was crazy to do this, but I've driven this car to Maine and back, down to Portland, Maine and back before. That's a 10-hour drive. It's just that I stopped and stayed overnight while I was there, so it was 2 5-hour drives. But I drive it all over anyway. I drive this thing everywhere. And it's nothing for me to hop in it and drive over to Littleton, New Hampshire, or down to Burlington, or wherever. And it's totally reliable. I mean, I've got this car. I've gone through every single system in it and made sure that everything is either new, rebuilt, or thoroughly checked out. And if any of those systems fail, I am carrying with me a spare carburetor, coil, distributor, fan belt, gas cap, generator, manifold gasket, points and condenser, radiator hoses, spark plug, starter, water pump with the fan attached.
Oh my God.
And every tool I would need to change all of those things, and a spreadsheet outlining exactly where each tool is for every one of those jobs.
Why am I not surprised? I'm not even surprised. I'm not even surprised by any of that at all.
Well, I'm glad. Anyone who knows me and knows my business knows that, that's how Peak Entertainment rolls when we do an event.
Right.
And
prior planning prevents piss poor performance.
Exactly. We take that one P out about piss when we talk about the DJ company, but yes, prior planning prevents poor performance.
Right.
Exactly.
So, how fast? I mean, what's the speed on this 31 Model A?
Normally a Model A will go about 45 really happily. 40 to 50 is really where their sweet spot is. And you never really want to push it beyond that. They were advertised as a 60-mile-per-hour car by Ford when they were new. But I think that was kind of going downhill with a tailwind, or flat out on a flat surface with a whole lot of time to get to close to 60. And by then, you better have a good dentist because you're going to be rattling all your teeth out.
Oh, my gosh.
Are you alone in this Model A?
I am. Yeah, I'm alone. But I wanted to add that this one is not completely stock. It's, I've done a couple of little things to the motor, and I've added an overdrive. So, we've taken this motor out and counterbalanced the crankshaft. We've balanced the rods. We've put in a high compression head, so it yields a little more horsepower than it normally would. Although on the outside, it looks like a bone stock Model A engine.
Do you have any spare parts or any tools to do some work on the side of the road to your sciatic nerve?
Oh, I don't. But
can you imagine how uncomfortable would you be after all the way to West Virginia in a Model A?
Well, but Newt's in shape. You're not.
Well,
boy, I don't know if I'm really in shape either. But thank you.
Dude, so what are you going to do down in West Virginia when you make it there? If you make it there.
He's going to go pee, turn around, and come back.
I'm basically going to go to a couple of places that a couple of things I want to see, and Natural Bridge and a couple of other things, and then turn around and come back. I will do a longer road trip, when things are more open. It's kind of off season everywhere, especially tourism areas right now. But this is a good time for me to get out of town. So this is more just for my prove the car use. But so I'm going to do my stuff and then turn around and come back, and it'll be fun. I'm looking forward to it.
I'm going to post a picture of your 31 Model A.
Great.
On our Facebook page here in a little bit, so people can see exactly what it is that you're driving. Newt, the spirit of this guy embracing life to the fullest and not allowing himself to get caught up in all of the bullshit that so many of us others get caught up in. That's what I love so much about this guy. He just
thanks, man.
He just does it. He lives life.
Agree. Yeah.
You got it, man. It's what I've always called the truck factor. You never know when you're going to get hit by a truck.
Yeah.
Very true.
And I've said that for many years, and then 7 years ago, I got hit by a truck.
Yeah.
So, and we all know it. And
you were at a stop sign in a Mini.
I was not actually at a stop sign. I was at a stop in the road with 4 cars that had stopped in front of me, waiting for a truck to turn left. And I got rear-ended hard by someone who was not, paying close attention to the road. And I was in a Mini convertible, and the thing rolled twice and hit a tree. So I'll tell you, man, when you're sitting, when you're getting loaded into an ambulance and you're laying in a hospital bed after that, you think a lot about shit you want to do and how you got to just do it, because you just don't know when you're going to have another chance. And life is short, so get out and live it. And that's kind of the way I roll.
All right, before we disconnect with you, I would make sure this thing starts back up, please, because I'm going to feel like
and
shit.
Have
if it doesn't.
safe travels and have an amazing time, Newt.
Well, thank you, Raylene. I appreciate it, and same to you, JD. And you gotta stay on to see how many cranks it takes to turn her back on. All right, 1 second. Wait, okay, try one.
Listen to him giggle.
There it is. Usually she pops off a little quicker than that, but I'm on a bit of a hillside right now, so everything's gravity feed. There's no fuel pump in these.
Usually she pops off a little quicker than that. Thanks, Nudie. We love you.
All right.
What's that?
We'll see you soon.
Okay. Usually she pops off a little quicker than that. I gotta show Raylene's face here. Look at that face. What a morning. Tomorrow night at the Listening Room in Bradford, Long Arm Rex. Road to Uplift. It is going on. We will be sharing the poster and giving you ticket info and all that kind of stuff on our page. But in Bradford at the Listening Room, all part of Rooted Entertainment Solutions and what they do, bringing great music. Matt and Bessie, love them.
Love them.
Love.
Great people.
Love. Make sure to share any episode that you enjoy. Thanks for liking and following the page, posting comments, engaging with us. We appreciate it. And thanks to all our sponsors.
Yes.
Have a Marvo rest of your day and your weekend. Raylene, thank you again for everything that you do. And you're managing the page like crazy. You got tons of stuff on there. Great job.
Thanks.
Thanks, everyone. Be good. God bless. Take care. Have a great weekend. Be safe. And don't be an asshole and drive drunk, all right? Don't be drinking and driving this weekend, please.
Easter?
Yeah, just make good decisions.
I don't think that's a big weekend.
Well,
for them.
you don't know. You don't know.
People are hippity and hoppity.
Yeah, well, that's true. You gonna really get that Easter bunny?
I'm going to if I have to. He, one way or another, that boy's going to see the Easter bunny.
All right. Okay. Should I go?
I'll
Out?
dress as it myself.
Should I go out dancing this morning?
You can?
Are you-
No. Please don't. Let's not go out the way we came in, please.
Are you sure?
Yes, that was awful.
Wasn't that bad, right?
Yes, it was.
It really wasn't.
Just stop.